one more time, the image of Porti.
Yeah, XTI, yeah. Yeah, it's good. I mean, working with I'm looking at you. Okay. Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, obviously working with Irina Shayk, she's the main image of the brand. It's like really cool to work with her. It's like a really good. I mean, they told me it's like one of the biggest Spanish brands. I mean, the shoes are cool. It's not like I'm wearing something that I probably wouldn't wear myself. So, yeah, it's nice.
And you're reaching a career in modeling and in playing soccer, which is football.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped playing football around a year ago. That's why I went into modeling because I had a very bad injury. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be doing modeling. So I'm kind of grateful.
Where was your injury?
A lot of people keep asking me about my knee, but it was nothing to do with my knee. I did both my groin areas.
Yeah?
So I had surgery on it and
Your groin?
yeah, like hernia, you know. So I did both hernias. I had an operation, and after that, I mean, I was like 1 or 2 seconds slower. It was just really hard to get motivation to continue playing. So.
And are you better now?
Yeah, I mean, I can play with my friends, but I mean, it's not something that I can play professionally still, because the problem is obviously I still have the problem niggling away. So it's.
And how was the experience of
and
trying to switch football with modeling?
I mean,
How was the experience?
it's not like football from 20 years ago where it'd be a lot more difficult, you know. Like, I mean, playing football it has its own aspects of fashion as well. So I had my own style in football. Do you know what I mean? I always looked after myself. So a lot of the football players are like fashionable. So I mean, it's not very hard to change over. The only problem is obviously having to explain to all your friends that you're transferring into a different world. So like, instead of hanging out with other guys who play football, or in my case, I was hanging out with other guys who tattoo and etc. I'm now starting to hang out with like photographers, stylists. So yeah, that was probably the hardest change, you know, changing friends. So, well, not changing friends, I mean, mixing the two friends together, you know.
What experiences are you living right now?
I'm living, experiences. I mean, I'm living a nice life at the moment. I mean, I'm traveling 2-3 times a week. I just came back. I did Calvin Klein fragrance. I just did CK1 fragrance in New York, which was an amazing experience. I'm meeting a really, really like inspirational people. Like, I mean, with Irina as well. She's like a really super cool girl. So, yes.
And what image do the both of you, including you and Irina, try to transmit?
Both of us are like young, sort of looking. I mean, for myself, I think like it's more of an edgy look. I mean, Irina's like naturally so beautiful. So, I mean, I think it's kind of like Beauty and the Beast for me anyway. I feel like do you know what I mean? So I just feel like it's a mixture of both, which is really cool because you're not getting like two extremely pretty people. I mean, you've got like a bit like someone with rough edges, which is myself, and then you have Irina, who's just unbelievably beautiful. So.
But with the beauty of Irina and the aggressive look that you have, it's kind of.
Yeah, I think it works.
Kind of shocking, no?
Yeah, I think it's for me. I think it works well because when I see the photos, I think in the moment I'm like, is this gonna work? Because at times you think, is this realistic? But then, I mean, it does work in the photos because we work really well together. I mean, it's so easy to work with her. So, I mean, yeah, for me, I think the photos came out amazing this time, and last time they came out really well. So. Yeah,
and what do you have in mind for the future? What is your future?
I don't know.
What do you think about the future? The energy. What do you think?
I think right now I have quite a few things coming up. I'm working really well with like brands like Philip Klein, with Diesel. I have like my clients which I'm working well with like right now. I mean, obviously in Spain, XTI is a big client for me, so I work with them as well. And I mean. Yeah, I mean, like I'm working with Inditex a few times, with Pull & Bear, with Bershka, but like mainly for me is just to be traveling between London and New York, and I like to come to Spain, I like to come to Madrid, to Barcelona, because no, for me it's a really amazing city. The people are like, for me, like it's my favorite place to come, you know. I mean, I always have fun. Like half my friends live in Madrid, and then I mean, I have friends in Barcelona, but I mean, Barcelona is more of a party tourist city, so you make new friends every week, but then they go because, do you know what I mean? It's like a city which is, it's a tourist city. The people come and go within a week, so.
And a sneaky question, eh?
Yeah.
Can you give us a sneak peek of your next project that you're gonna have?
My next project, I mean, I think I've kind of just told you, which is the bad thing. I think, yeah, I have like Calvin Klein fragrance coming out, which is like when you do a fragrance, it's amazing. So I have like a really massive project with that. It was like, we shot in upstate New York. I mean, it was a lot of amazing people doing the campaign. I mean, I probably can't say the names, but I mean, it was really cool. I mean, and it's different to a normal campaign because it was shot on an iPhone, so
yeah.
I mean, that's the main thing that's coming out right now. I probably should have just said that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's.
And tell us, are you full of energy? Are you happy inside?
Yeah, I'm happy inside. I mean, like, I have my bad days. I have like, I mean, it's
everyone.
Yeah, of course, everyone has their bad days, you know. I mean, but I find that in fashion, I'm constantly on like a middle ground in where I'm never too happy, never too low. Whereas in football, I was very emotional because I'd have a bad game, I would be depressed, and then I would have a very good game, and I'd be on top of the world. Whereas in fashion, you book a campaign, you're happy, but it's not like, it's not something which is, you feel like, I mean, for me, I don't feel like I've gone out and gone and earned it to that degree. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas with football, I felt like I worked 5 days in the week for the game on Saturday. So, no, I'm happy. I mean, I'm just like, I mean, I'm providing for my family, so it's really well. Like, I'm happy that they're happy, and yeah, that's good.
And tell us, what team did you play for?
I mean, when I was playing in London, and then I went to, my father's from Scotland, so I played for the national team there. I played under 18, under 19, under 20, under 21. I got to this stage where I was 1 year away from like playing for the full national team.
Yeah.
So I made him proud. I mean, in London, I was with a team called Queen's Park Rangers. I was with a lot of teams. I mean, I've travelled a lot. I was playing football in Toronto for 6 months. In the MLS, and then I was in Cyprus, Chipre. I was in Greece. I was kind of, I mean, since 16 I left home. I grew up really fast, so yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I experienced like a really highs in football. I mean, playing for my national team in football was something which you can't buy, you can't do anything. And then I'm doing stuff in modelling, like for example CK1 and stuff with Irina. You can't buy it as well, so I'm kind of happy, you know.
Can you tell us a little bit about your experience in CK1?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the photographer was Mario Sorrenti. I mean, he gave me an iPhone, and he basically just said, shoot your own campaign. So it was kind of a weird experience because you've got such a big budget, you've got like such a big project, and they're coming with a new concept of, here's an iPhone, you need to take a selfie, and that's going to be the new campaign worldwide. So yeah. You're going to see a selfie of me in New York soon, but no, it's nice. I mean, yeah.
And how old are you, by the way?
I'm 23 at the moment. 23? Yeah. So